HRI, say hands off HRI. Hands off HRI, say hands off HRI.
Well, first of all, thank you all for turning out today. As you know, there are going to be stops all along the route where we have been welcomed by members of the public who are involved in the campaign to stop the downgrading and potential closures that are going ahead. But also we would like to thank the Huddersfield Examiner for this wonderful battle bus. Thank you guys. And irony of ironies, if you hadn't noticed, that the bus was delayed for an hour because of roadworks on the M62, which in reality tells the whole story about the problems we will encounter if A&E services will be moved to Calderdale. But the reason we just wanted to say a few words as well as thanking you was just to explain the next stages of the campaign, some of which are on the flyers that we've handed out to you today. But on Wednesday night we get to meet David Sheard and his colleagues, where there is a special council meeting which has been called to discuss the future of HRI. As I understand it, there are now 11 deputations that will be going to the council to make the case for maintaining services. I would urge you all to look both on our website and now in today's Examiner, where there are details of all the consultation meetings. And the consultation will now form an important plank of the work that we're going to be doing over the next 2 months. We're asking everybody to attend consultation meetings in their local areas. Attend the meetings and make your views known about the proposals that the CCG are putting forward. Dr. Ollerton, you may now hiss, has indicated here that he thinks services will be improved if they close down the A&E, but it is all about debt and private finance initiative. And therefore, and unfortunately, until something is done about the debt that hangs around the collar of the hospital, we will not be able to maintain these services. But part of the work that we will now do is attending the consultation meetings, read what he's got to say in here. We want everybody to respond in person to the consultation because it's a 45-page document and we don't expect everybody to be able to plough through it. We will be producing model responses on our website so that you can have a guideline and a framework about how to respond. But the big meeting, public meeting that they have called, will take place at John Smith Stadium. And again, the details are here, but it will be on April the 18th at 6 o'clock. We are asking for a mobilisation the same size as our demonstration here 2 weeks ago. We want everybody to come down to John Smith Stadium, clog the place up and let them know. Because what Dr. Ollerton is saying in his interview today is that he hopes, after 14 weeks, to have convinced us all that this is a good idea. We would suggest that there will still be mass opposition, but they want to see and hear that opposition. So you and everybody else, the citizens of Huddersfield and Halifax who are joining in this campaign, will be key.
Hands off HRI, hands off HRI.
I think it is a really good idea because it just shows how passionate people are about the closure of the A&E at Huddersfield. I have asthma and I can be up there in 5 minutes rather than when it moves to Calderdale, if it does, then I'll have to ring for an ambulance rather than try and get up there myself, which costs the NHS more money. So they're not saving in the long run. Do not close it because we need it, we really do. And it's like all the vulnerable people as well. what are they going to do? It's just going to be horrible for everybody because they're going to need to use it at some point.
So the battle bus is going on today and tomorrow, that's Wednesday. What we're doing is we're visiting key parts of Huddersfield, such as St George's Square, obviously where we are now. And what we're doing is we're just making a bit of noise about the HRI campaign. I mean, most people already know about it, but some people have kind of been watching it from a distance and not really getting involved. So this is just the perfect opportunity if you're out and about to come say hi, take a flyer, sign the petition here, you know, on the spot, and just give us your views really on what it's all about. Tell us whereabouts in Huddersfield or Halifax you're from, and how it would affect you. We just want to make as much noise as possible. I think it's just important that they know that how big the following is behind this campaign. It's important that our voices are heard, and our voices are the majority, so they're the most important opinions out there really. I just think the examiner would like the members of the CCG to just take a much more detailed think about what this would entail for people everywhere. It's, you know, it's not just people in the centre of Huddersfield getting a taxi up to Calderdale. It's people right in the far corners of Huddersfield, right at the end of the Home Valley, and you know, right over in, I don't know, Rastrick or somewhere, that's going to find it, you know, much harder basically.
Hands off HRI, hands off HRI, hands off HRI, hands off HRI.